I think as a handbag collector, you do at some stage get tired of buying bags every season and getting sucked into the next thing, and you know, buying very trendy seasonal bags and then going to the next thing. Hermes is a very slow game, and that's why I feel like at some point people do, as handbag collectors, want to slow down, and they find in a way Hermes to be refreshing because it is so damn slow. Hey guys, welcome to my channel. I'm Jess. If you love shopping and handbag videos, please like and subscribe to my channel. I want to say thanks to Meredith for inspiring me to make this video today. I just watched her video about how it seems like a lot of people on YouTube and in general people who collect bags always tend to end up going on an Hermes journey and ending up at a place where they're completely obsessed with Hermes bags and they simply cannot go back. I wanted to share my thoughts on this, and for me personally, you might notice I have a lot of Hermes bags, so I wanted to explain reasons why people might choose to go down the orange brick road to get a Birkin or anything like that. So yeah, let me know your thoughts as well, guys, because I mean, it's all a matter of opinion. A lot of people have this feeling when they're buying bags that a Birkin and the Kelly is like the pinnacle of luxury, and that they seem very elusive and hard to get and extremely expensive, tend to hold value over time. People buy these bags and then keep them as investments, and then if they ever have trouble with money, they always guaranteed that in like 10 years they might be able to sell their Birkin for a profit, or just, you know, to get some extra cash. Birkins and Kellys, out of all handbags, seem to hold value on the pre-love market more than any other bags, and I think that's why if you're a handbag collector, you see a lot of security in buying a Birkin and a Kelly, because you know that your money is safe when you buy bags like this. And Hermes as a brand is a better brand to invest your money into long term, because the bags do go up in value a lot. Also, the quality is made to last, so these bags age really well. And things like the Birkin and Kelly have been highly desired for, you know, the past, well, decades. Particularly the Birkin, I think, will always be a bag that will hold value. And because of that, it is a bag that people lust over, and obviously it's hard to get in the store and you have to jump through hoops to get one. So I think purely based on the hype based around getting a Birkin and a Kelly, that's what has made it really appealing. But why did this hype begin, and why do people feel like, why did it start becoming a hype thing to buy a Birkin or a Kelly? I think it comes down to the price. They've always been really expensive bags compared to other brands. Like Hermes has always been really expensive, and so it's something that people aspire to get. Again, the availability, they're rarer than other bags, so if you go into an Hermes boutique, you'll notice that there is not a lot of bags on display, because in general they don't produce as many bags as other brands. If you walk into a Dior store, they have Lady Dior's everywhere. If you walk into Fendi baguettes, peekaboos. If you walk into Chanel bags everywhere. Like, Hermes tend to produce a lot less bags, and so they are less saturated even on the pre-love market. I mean, there is plenty on the pre-love market, but if you compare it to Louis Vuitton and Chanel, like, there is a lot less Birkins available pre-loved than all these other brands. So because they are rarer, that makes them more desirable, and I think it's a good thing that Hermes don't overproduce either. They have less stock available in their staff sales, and after the staff sale, I assume there's even less bags left over, so they're probably going to have a lot less waste, and I assume every bag that's left after the staff sale they probably put back into the next year's staff sale. But you know, these other brands, guys, they overproduce so many bags. They go to the staff sale and then they either, I don't know, just sit there, or you know, some brands destroy their bags, or they go to an outlet or whatever, and there is no Hermes outlet for bags. There's nothing like that. Like that, they're very good at keeping their exclusivity, and they haven't fallen into that trap of overproducing and also cutting costs with the quality. I've heard people say that Hermes quality was better back pre-2008, but comparing to other brands, honestly, you will notice that Hermes quality is still really on another level, particularly comparing to the way that a brand like Chanel's quality has declined since, like 2008. Chanel bags in the 90s seem to be made with more love, like more attention to detail, but Hermes bags, they've always been more expensive than all the other brands. They've never really sacrificed their choice of materials, hardware, their craftsmanship. Most of their bags are handmade, and they've never compromised on their service in terms of after sales as well. So a lot of people find that appealing because they can always have their Birkin, enjoy it for many years, and then as long as it's not completely trashed, like that blue Birkin we saw the other day, they can always take it back to the spa and get it restored. So they have invested time into paying people to restore the bags, as well as invested money into people hand making the bags, which a lot of brands don't do. I think as a handbag collector, you do at some stage get tired of buying bags every season and getting sucked into the next thing, and buying very trendy seasonal bags and then going to the next thing. Hermes is a very slow game, and that's why I feel like at some point people do, as handbag collectors, want to slow down, and they find in a way Hermes to be refreshing because it is so damn slow. Like, you have to wait years for a Birkin. You have to, you might be looking at the pre-loved market for ages to find the perfect combination, whereas, something like a black classic flap, you don't have to wait years to get that. You can just go get it. And the price is still, really expensive. So it's a combination of the availability, the price, and the quality that I think makes Hermes very appealing to a lot of people. Now, I have heard people say, why would you collect like 20 Birkins and a rainbow of colors? Why would you do that? Birkins and Kellys are so boring. And I think one's idea of what is boring or not fun is different, honestly, guys, because I would say it is quite boring to have these like trendy bags every season and then move on to the next. Like, I find Louis Vuitton boring at this point because it's very predictable. It's always the same funky patterns and like crazy things. And Louis Vuitton, I'm really turned off Louis Vuitton recently because I've seen a lot of unboxings on YouTube lately where the quality is not up to scratch. Danny O, even Dacre, when he was buying his Speedy, so many YouTubers, and I mean, I just don't see as many complaints about Hermes bags as with the other brands. Now, I'm sure they will reach a point in like 20, 30 years where Hermes, they might slide on their quality, guys, like all the other brands have. Maybe they will overproduce one day. They are opening up more factories and producing more bags, so they might reach a point even where Birkins and Kellys become not as special anymore. But I think in this day and age, you'll find a lot of like Chanel clientele is going to Hermes, a lot of Louis Vuitton clientele is going to Hermes because they enjoy that slow game and they want things that are made to last and not as trendy and forgotten as maybe what other brands are doing. So I think that's why a lot of people do choose to go to Hermes, although I'm not going to say it's for everybody. There are a lot of people who just like to, buy what's hot now and then sell it on, or, just accumulate lots of bags. But currently I'm turning 32 soon, but I know I'm not that well established in my style, so I know in another 10 years I'm probably going to change style again. So I feel very confident buying Hermes bags because I know if I buy Hermes bags now, most likely it's more likely that in 10 years I can sell my bags for more money than if I invested into something like Dior or even Chanel at this point, because those bags, they're more delicate, not made to last, and they just, historically speaking, do not hold value as much. I think a lot of bag collectors think it's smarter to invest in Hermes bags because in the long term, it's better if you regret the purchase or if you need money in the future. I also think that their bags are really well made and really classic, and I don't know, I find them quite fun. I like dressing them up with different bag charms and putting my own flavor on them. I like collecting all the little accessories. I love the silks. I don't know, I'm really getting into all Hermes categories. It's really dangerous, but you don't have to be one of those people who you know, necessarily goes into the boutique and drops thousands every week. If that's not what you want to do, honestly, like, you can, you know, buy things from Hermes over your whole life. Like, you don't have to go on fast about it. I don't know, I mean, I'm really into Hermes. Maybe I'm brainwashed, guys, but yeah, you don't have to, you know, play a game at the boutique if you don't want to. You can always buy a Birkin secondhand. You can always go vintage. That will actually probably help you appreciate the brand even more and get to understand it more. So yeah, I don't know. Anyways, that's my opinion about it, but it's definitely not for everyone. I don't think Hermes is everybody's style either. So it depends on what you're into. I think if you're, you know, somebody who likes more funky pieces, or yeah, something that's really left of center. Like my friend Romina has a really cute fluffy Bulgari bag, which is also a very limited bag. Like I think they only have 10 of those in the world. And you know, that is also a very rare and collectible piece. So there are people like that like to collect different styles that are not Hermes, you know, and yeah, I get it as well. But yeah, I think there's a lot of reasons why people end up going to Hermes. It just has a lot of pros about it. But anyway, let me know what you think, guys. I know a lot of you are going to say Hermes is not for everyone. I get it. But that's just what I feel at the moment anyway. That's what I've discovered over my years collecting bags and from looking at mini bags. So anyways, thanks for watching my video today. I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks, Meredith, for inspiring me to make this video, and I'll talk to you guys on my next one. Bye!